folks. Buck's Arcade is off the ground. I have a treat for you, folks. Just getting these levels right. BRB. This music sucks. Just cut to it.
Dragon's Lair, a fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue the fair princess from the clutches of an evil dragon. You control the actions of a daring adventurer finding his way through the castle of a dark wizard who has enchanted it with treacherous monsters and obstacles. In the mysterious caverns below the castle, your odyssey continues against the awesome forces that oppose your efforts to reach the Dragon's Lair. Lead on, adventurer. Your quest awaits. Dragon's Lair. Time Warp.
Kidnapped? Oh, Daddy! Idiot!
Spirited away to a wrinkle in time by the evil wizard Mordroc, Daphne will be forced to marry the wicked Mordroc unless Dirk can save her.
My Daphne kidnapped? Mommy's gone.
Transported by a bumbling old time machine, Dirk begins the rescue mission.
Mine!
Do it for the children. Once the casket of doom has opened, Mordrop will place the death ring upon Daphne's finger in marriage, and she will be lost forever in the Time Warp. Space Ace, defender of justice, truth, and the planet Earth. Ace is being attacked by the evil Commander Borf.
Hold your fire! Who is that creep? Borf!
Earthlings must surrender to me.
No way, Borf, old buddy.
Ah, I've been hit.
By the Infanto Ray.
Earthlings must surrender to me.
Struggle with Dexter to regain his manhood. Destroy the Infanto Ray. Defeat the evil Borf.
Hey, Borf! Come on, Kimberly, let's go. I've been hit.
Be valiant, Space Warrior. The fate of Earth is in your hands.
Return to a wondrous realm of magic and splendor, where a young apprentice continues his quest to rejoin a shattered amulet and assume his rightful place on the throne. He must overcome the schemes of a malicious sorcerer and wicked minions who torment the downtrodden land. Explore a breathtaking kingdom where danger rains down and a hero's hopes rise. An enchanted world filled with treacherous rogues, bloodthirsty pirates, and noble wizards. A land of colossal battles and personal triumphs, of mythical beasts and timeless beauty. Kingdom, the fantasy is yours.
Mighty quiet around here, huh? It's mighty quiet around here. Too quiet. Oh, hi there, man. Hey, now.
Whoa! Whoop! If you're tuning in, you're tuning into a special feature of Buck's Arcade, and it is Hologram Time Traveler, folks. If you've never seen it before, Hologram Time Traveler was literally a hologram. I'm just letting her run through all its stages. So enjoy, everybody, while I find a sweet soundtrack. Right? The soundtrack. Who's in chat? Rev McGregor? Fuck you, I know you're watching. I know you're watching, Rev McGregor. Fuck you.
Try to get me on that one now.
What the? Huh. Let's see here.
The knowledge of 1,000 centuries is mine. I know what you will see.
Well, you're gonna have to do better than that, amigo.
You are wiser than you appear. Be on your way.
None shall pass.
I'll give you this token.
Okay, thanks. Don't tell anyone, okay?
See you, Bart.
You abuse. You abuse.
Remember us, Horshel?
You killed our brother.
This is your first adventure. Select mode. Wise choice, adventurer. Now listen carefully, and I will guide you. If you are not facing an enemy, you must turn before you shoot. But you need to be quick. Get ready to turn right and shoot. Turn right, shoot! There are dangers to be avoided. Tiny blue flashes will sometimes show you the way. Get ready to move left. Now left. Some enemies cannot be shot. Now watch for the blue flashes. Get ready to move right. Now right. But what you've learned, Volcor must be stopped. Good luck. To begin, you have one time reversal cube. You will need more. If you die, use the cube to reverse time and escape death. To save the universe, navigate the streams of time from 1873 to 2552. Your quest begins in 1873.
Missed your chance to attack.
could have used a time reversal cube.
Fucking time reversal cube. Gets you every time.
Mighty quiet around here. It's mighty quiet around here. Too quiet.
See weapons like that. Hey. A little closer. No. Stay there. Oh, this is embarrassing. Okay. Hey. Try to get me on that one. What the? Let's see here.
I want everybody to just chill and watch this
Knowledge of
game.
1,000 centuries is mine.
Check out that wild brain, folks.
Well, you're gonna have to do better than that, amigo.
More wiser than you appear. Be on your way.
Thank you. Oh, shoot. Well, let's see. Oh. What the? Darn. Let's see here. Where's that? Huh? What the? What's in here? Hey.
Yeah, I'm actually about to head to bed myself. I'm gonna let this shit roll for maybe another 20 minutes and call it a stream. I just wanted to add it to the collection, the library of Buck's Arcade, full motion video streams. I used to love this game at the arcade. Someday I will buy the machine and the game, and I will have it in my baller house. Someday I will have this, and it'll be awesome. Dude, how'd you like the rock stream? That's pretty awesome. I had a good time. Fucking OG gem cutter rolls in. Actually, I'm a master gem cutter myself. Fuck, dude. Oh, yeah. Come on in. Oh yeah, I've been shredding out at this the whole time, not missing one fucking shot. No, I got it on autopilot, so it can run through all the different sequences, all the different screens that it offers. It's actually a DVD that works with, it's super old, and it was meant to be played with like your VCR remote or like a PlayStation 2 remote. Yeah, it was sweet. Fucking awesome though. Feel free to hang. Yeah, I remember playing this game in the arcade and loving it. Dude, when the fucking pump starts spraying, classic. I'm gonna have to put some sort of a limiter on that thing so it just kind of, or maybe like stuff a rag in it so it just kind of pumps through like a rag. Because I don't know if it was the wheels that were spraying the shit out of it or if it was just like spraying the shit out of the wheels. Oh yeah, back in the 90s, that's how all these fucking games were. A little raid train promote up in the side. Feel free to use that logo, dude. Throw it out there. Next time you stream, stick it in the corner or something. Dude, the train's getting big. Yeah, it just kept getting out of control. Shit was awesome. Alright, I think there's one more thing I can do actually with this thing.
It's called Time Traveler, and what makes it unique is that it's not animated. The characters are holograms. San Diego actors played the parts and became holograms in the game.
It's great. It's cool. I like it.
It went into arcades this summer and quickly became the third highest grossing arcade game.
Little history.
It pulls in $1 million a week.
And it's like 3D and there's no other games really like it.
This is the first project I've ever worked on, and I mean it in my whole life, where going into it I said, this is a winner.
Rick Dyer has created hit arcade games before. Actually, he thought this game would do even better than it has, but you know about the economy. To fully understand the success of this game, we wanted to really get into it, get right inside it. Well, as it turns out, we did.
One of the reasons for the success of this game is that it's not just cartoon figures in here. They're three-dimensional. There's people in here. There's bad guys and there's danger, and you have to be very careful. It's dangerous in here.
The object of the game is simple. Save the universe. It just doesn't look like any other video game.
I like it as fun because it's like 3D and it's like gives you a challenge.
One thing to remember is that this is a hologram. It's not solid. You can put your hand right through any character in this game. Hey, keep your hands off me, all right?
There weren't any rules. We were in a new ball game. I mean, when you're talking about holograms,
dude, this shit's tight.
It's a cross between making a movie
hair.
and theater.
Rick Dyer doesn't stop here. He's working on a sequel already. He wants the game to be more realistic.
Folks, if you're tuning in,
the game industry
we're looking at Hologram Time Traveler.
Comparable to movies or to paintings and things like that.
The game is a winner with players, and financially, its future is in the bag.
Oh man, I don't know what that was all about.
What drew me the most was the crowd of people, and then watching the game was great. God, man, it was new, it was different. You know, it wasn't like a regular video game.
I just got into it immediately. I was here when they were first putting it in, and I was like one of the first people to play it. And I just was hooked on it ever since.
Look at that shirt.
When I first saw it, I kind of looked at it and I couldn't believe it. People touched it and they pulled their hands away. It's incredible. It's neat.
It blew us away. We had no idea it was going to turn out this great.
What is it that these kids are so excited about?
What is it?
It's a new arcade game from Sega that's different from anything
Oh, fucking Sega put this shit on. I remember that.
Greetings. I am Kyla, Princess of the Galactic Federation. I've journeyed through time to find you. We need your help.
The game's inventor, Rick Dyer, the same genius who was responsible for another breakthrough arcade game called Dragon's Lair a few years back, describes Hologram Time Traveler best.
It's a whole new concept in that you actually have a three-dimensional
Fucking
character
Rick Dryer,
projected
man.
in space. And people
Looks like he just got
people
done
have
fucking
never seen that before. They've always seen a
ripping a
two-dimensional
hard
image
one.
on a television set. They've never seen a character actually walking around on a table or walking around on that stage.
Look at Rick Dryer. He's just like, fucking, get out of my office.
Is the unusual format. Dyer has been able to shrink his lead characters, real people I might add, down to about 5 inches in height. They appear real in every way, except when you try to touch them.
What we've created is actually better. Most
What he creates is actually fucking
projections,
better. Oh,
you're
yeah,
always
Dryer.
separated by glass or a film. With the
This
time
dude's so
traveler,
awesome.
you can actually reach out and touch that character. In the game, as you travel through time, with the
Platsky's in
marshal,
the
everywhere
house.
he goes, there are creatures and villains of
Platsky's
every
in the
imaginable
house.
kind that are out to get him.
Plotsky knows Hologram Time Traveler. He
Creating
remembers
this
the 90s.
wonderful illusion was no easy process. While details of how it's actually done are being kept secret, Dyer did share with us some behind-the-scenes
Dyer ain't telling nobody.
One of the really challenging aspects of the production
Oh,
of Hologram
early
was
green
in
screen
having
shit.
to work with the actors because they were having to imagine that there was something there, and they were having to act accordingly when, of course, there wasn't. All there was a green background or a matte, as we call it. And they actually did quite well, given that there wasn't really anything there when they were acting.
Once the shooting was complete, the real magic took place at a special digital effects facility in Carlsbad, California. Here, the dazzling effects were created. In
Damn,
a
look at that
multi-million-dollar
shit.
facility that was put together
Dazzling
especially for
effects
this
my ass.
project.
Look at this
It
guy.
was here where music was given form. Unbelievable effects were created, and the characters were given their voices.
Dude, look at these shitter fucking P3 computers.
But I am the voice of the Amazon Queen, as it turns out.
Who's out there in chat? Who's fucking watching this shit with me? Or we're fucking watching Hologram Time Traveler, folks.
Let's face it, it's
Buck Murphy 420 and friends, Buck's Arcade. Welcome aboard, everybody. Just doing a late nighter before I gotta call
Reaction
it.
to Hologram Time Traveler within the gaming industry has been one of pure amazement. Replay, you might call it the magazine of the coin-op industry, dedicated its cover story to Hologram. More than $18 million worth of the games have already been ordered, and Sega is building them just as fast
I want
as
one
they
of these
can
so
to meet
bad.
demand. So next time you feel the need
I'm
to
a big
play for one
Sega
of the
guy.
humdrum of summer
Just so
reruns,
everybody knows,
you'll
I
be able to head to the neighborhood
have a
arcade
soft
and for
spot
just the
in my
price of a
heart
cup of
for
coffee,
Sega.
travel
I love
through
the
time
company.
with Marshall Graham.
I hope others share the same love as I do. Fuck yeah, Gimbal with the emotes, man. Good to see you dropping bucks. But the journey didn't stop with Dyer. We will continue to the third slide in our journey through the Hologram Time Traveler Saga by Sega.
This is a product I developed in 1983 called Dragon's Lair.
Adventure where you become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue the fair princess from the clutches of an evil dragon.
It was the most successful video game in history. In the first 120 days, we had $40 million in sales.
36-year-old Rick Dyer is an inventor with an impressive list of accomplishments.
I mean, I started
Dragon's
with
Lair, with its
you know, the
laser-disc
original
technology, was his
Nintendo.
first big
That's
win.
what got me
And his
into
latest-
it. But
Greetings.
I grew to love what Sega was offering in the arcade.
Journeyed through time to find you.
Time Traveler, the first coin-operated
like the
hologram video
nostalgia,
machine. 5-inch
folks.
tall human figures in 3D.
In the beginning, we knew that this was going to be a winner.
A winner in an industry which is constantly looking for innovative ideas.
It's being exported to Japan and
Rick
Europe,
Dyer,
and it's
you're
doing
fucking
very
badass.
well.
Love
A
the hair,
million
bro.
people play Time
Love the
Traveler
stash.
every week. Rick's inspiration, in part, the movie Star Wars, but it goes back further than that.
when I was a kid, I read a lot of science fiction, and I always thought about, wouldn't it be neat to create science fiction and make it real?
Yeah,
Together with his wife Jan, Rick blazed an electronic trail since leaving their alma mater.
Someday,
Cal Poly
man.
at Pomona,
Someday.
using a robot
If
to
I
help
ever
him
come
work
across it, I'm buying.
power-sized fitness equipment.
I looked into like just getting the lens, and that's impossible. It was made just for the cabinet, so like it's like a one-of-a-kind fucking thing if you can get them. And I know somebody's gotta have one in some fucking
Everything has been a
place.
learning experience.
For instance, Rick's creation of an interactive book seems like a good idea.
But the publishers and manufacturers said the public's not going to see it that way. We're never going to be able to sell it. So this was just one of those things that now collects dust.
Damn,
Still,
I want
Rick's
that.
confident, thanks in part to some
Rick,
advice he
I'll
once
buy it
received.
from you.
The difference between a
I'll buy
success
that
and a failure
interactive book.
is the success picks themselves up one more time.
Rick is like
That's
a
the difference.
visionary. He's like a visionary, guys. Alright, let's see where
In
we
order
go
to create the game's
further
3D
into it.
images, actors played out each possible game scenario.
It was like making a real movie. There were takes and cuts and redos and so
It
on and
was
so
like
forth.
being in a
Then
real
special
movie.
effects were added to create the final images.
Secret bonus level. He'd take a mustache ride on Rick Dyer's mustache. Mustachio.
Combined with a unique patented optic, which creates a holographic type of an image on a stage type setting.
But the image is not a true hologram, which could be viewed from every angle without the
Fuck,
need for
just
a jumping
running this
stage.
shit, man.
The laser technology required
Hanging
for that
out.
would be too expensive.
Smoking doobers. You know. Just having the huge. Started up the workshop again today. That was pretty cool.
Greetings. I am Tyla,
Bullshit.
Princess of the Galactic Federation. I've journeyed through time to find you. We need your
Getting
help.
through the
Who
summer.
could turn down a call for help from a beautiful
Getting ready for
damsel in
fucking
distress?
more Las Vegas
Not kids
action.
in America. They've been flocking to arcades to try out a new video game, saving
Just
both
soak
the
it
lovely
in
game
life.
and the dying arcade business.
What you're looking at is really the first holographic
Fucking look at
video
Rick
game.
Dyer. It's looking like he's fucking just got done snorting the biggest
Since the
line
early
of coke
80s,
in
kids in the United
history.
States have given up pinball machines and other games that were once
His
popular
eyes just
in video
bugged out like,
arcades.
yeah, you know, I just want to put people into the video games.
Instead, they opted for Nintendo, the game they could play on their own televisions.
Why would you put a quarter in a machine when you can play the same thing at home?
Now, Dyer, an electronics engineer, has come up with Hologram Time Traveler, the game
Yes,
that nobody
Dyer.
can play on their own TV. They have to come to the arcade to play the amazing game.
The potential of that is very exciting because it's something that people have not seen before. With this technology, you can actually, reach out and touch them. You can touch them, you can see them.
No shit.
You can't feel them.
That's what I've been saying for years. Like, why give up on it, Dryer? Like, this is the perfect time to come back and fucking really make some badass ones. Like, nowadays technology, he could probably make one that would be life size. How fucking fun would that be? Mortal Kombat style. He did have a fighting one, but it sucked. It was like Mortal Kombat style, but it actually
thinking it was
kinda
just
sucked.
another
It was
small
cool.
TV
Like,
or
it looked
movie
cool as
part.
fuck.
It's small, all right, since the actors appear to be only 5 inches
Wasn't as
tall in
good
the
as
game.
hologram time travel.
But then
or wasn't
when
as
they
popular.
realize that they're going to be immortalized as a hologram, a 5-inch.
Well,
5-inch
people
tall
have always
character, it's like they were just,
tipped their hats
they just couldn't
Dragon's
believe it.
Lair.
He's
I
got
don't
the
know why. I
technology.
thought the
Dyer
game
says
was
it's
just
not
hard as
just
fuck
fun
to
and
play,
games
but
anymore.
the
Next,
cartoon
he's
part of it
planning
was
to make
badass.
holograms a part of casino slot machines. But that's not all.
I know, for example, that now that we've done hologram time traveler, that we can make a movie.
It may be a few years before we see
Dude, why didn't you ever
holographic
make that
movies,
movie,
but
Dyer?
holographic
Let's
video
fucking get a
games are
Kickstarter
neat.
to make
They've
that movie, that
revolutionized the
hologram
video
movie.
arcade industry. And if
Think
you're
of the
lucky,
fucking
you'll see them soon
infrastructure.
in
Every
your
theater would
neighborhood
have to have
game center.
a holographic theater with a 40-foot parabolic lens underneath the stage. Be tight. Well, this is the last saga of the Dryer story.
Rick started out much as the rest of us did, an inquisitive child from the very start. But unlike the rest of us with visions of toys dancing in our heads, Rick's visions drove him to create the toys.
Dude, this is the creator.
probably
That's
around
Rick's dad.
2 years of age. He started getting interested in games.
That's Rick's dad, everybody.
Making his
He's
own
gonna tell you about the man, the myth,
and always trying to
the
figure out
mustache.
couldn't keep him contained anywhere.
One of the first electronic inventions
There he
I did
is.
was
He's kind of
I
like
built
the
a talking
the
cookie
anti.
shop for my mother
Who's that
for
one
her
dude?
birthday. And
Billy
it looked
Mitchell.
like a
This is
regular
the
cookie
anti
cup.
Billy
You had to pull the
Mitchell.
weights on it and so forth. But on the hour,
He's like
it would,
a
instead of
complete
cooking, it would tell
opposite.
you the time and the day, and on the half hour, it would tell you the time and give you a quote from a famous philosopher.
I'd like to see the two of
And
them
then when he
fight.
was in high school, he made a
And like
robot.
see Rick
and he was way ahead of
Dyer
himself
just
at
beat
that
the
time.
shit out of Billy
He,
Mitchell. You
invented
think he
the
could?
knife,
I bet he
and
could.
He was quite a robot.
Rick continued to create the visions that he saw in his dreams. As high school became college, his inventions amazed his friends as they were way ahead of their time. While still in college, Rick signed on with Hughes. He was the very first
This
non-degreed
fucker.
engineer that
What a
they had ever
shitty
hired.
suit.
And then it was on to Mattel.
Fucking,
But it
oh
wasn't long
god,
before
this
he
was
felt the need
so
to form
old.
his
Bamboo
own
plant in the
company.
background, little stack of
He
books.
called it Advanced Microcomputer Systems. And here, he was able to create a new kind of toy, one that would revolutionize the toy industry. It was here that the
Rick
seeds of
Dyer,
dream were
the
planted
man,
that would eventually
the myth,
grow to change the world
mustache.
of electronic games forever.
Since 1979, I've had this dream that I've been working toward of
Yeah, I
creating
tell
a
you, you
world,
tune into
an
Buck's Arcade, you
environment
never
that's
know
so
what you're
real
gonna get.
That you
Buck's Arcade's like a box of chocolates, everybody. You never know what you're gonna get.
It became known as the halcyon technology, and as
You can,
we were developing it,
trademark
we would get
that.
these side
Oh, I lost a
projects
viewer
along
with
the
that
way,
one.
And one of the
Bummer.
big side projects
Come
was
back.
Dragon's
I was just
Lair.
kidding.
Dragon's
Sometimes
Lair
you know what
gained
you're gonna get.
worldwide attention with appearances on PM Magazine. And even the evening news. Rick gained some fame as well. With his newfound confidence, he continued his development of Halcyon.
Raiders versus Chargers on an autumn afternoon? No, this is a video game. Gone are the dots and squiggles of the Pong and Pac-Man era. These images are stored on a laser video disc system called Halcyon, designed by Rick Dyer. Football isn't the only option. There's a wide variety of software ready for the system.
Hell yeah,
Most is
Gimbal.
animated, like the
We
Thayer's
run it
Quest
pretty
fantasy
loose.
game. But all are interactive.
You know,
The viewer decides
every game anybody ever wants to see is here. So if somebody really wants to see a certain game, we probably find it. I currently don't have the PC hooked up at the moment. The last time I had it in action was when we were over at Cammykin's house, and it drove Holden McNeely absolutely up the wall. He'd hit a button and then lose the game, and then lose his mind, and then we get it going again. We're like, oh, come back here, man, come back here, give it another try. And then he'd hit another button, and he'd lose the game, and lose
What I
the shit
decided to
again.
do,
Oh
as an
man,
outgrowth
good
of
times.
Halcyon was to
Games
create
done
an
quickly.
interactive piece of fitness
Times I'll
equipment.
never forget.
And the reason is I saw a market out there, the club industry, that was a parallel to the coin-op, and it was very backwards in technology. So what I did was essentially took a trainer and put it into the equipment. The equipment talked to you, it knew who you were, it interacted with you, it set the weight, it did everything that a personal trainer was, only they were robots.
That's how I
Rick
made
sold
my
his
first
PowerSoft
million.
project to Livingwell Corporation for a considerable sum. And today, these talking mechanical exercise experts can be found working lazy humans out worldwide. They seem to be especially
Really?
popular in Japan and Europe, where they of course speak Japanese,
Rick.
German, as well as English.
Damn, Rick Dyer.
Rick's latest project is today setting new records in the coin-op world. As unbelievable as it may seem, the project known as Hologram
No
was
shit.
also a
I
creation
love
of
it.
Dyer's unique thinking. And how it came to be is also
This is kind of becoming my new Twitch style, the full motion video games. I feel like somebody's gotta shine a little light on these old
It blew us
turds.
away. We had no idea it
And
was going to turn out this great.
that's what I'm here for. Shine. Oh, look at those pants, dude! I would wear those today.
and immediately licensed it from what's designed in mind.
So I'm here to shine some light on these old FMV games.
Taking that Japanese technology and turning it into a time travel proved to be quite a challenge.
There's people for all these other new games. I want to be the guy for these
sophisticated techniques using matting.
I want to be the Rick Dryer of
costuming,
FMV
colors.
games on
There
Twitch.
were so many things that we had to learn. We had, and
Trendsetter.
on top of that, we had
Look at that.
close to 1,000 actors. We had to teach them how to act, not only as an acting in a hologram format, but how to act as a cartoon character.
After months of shooting and planning, Hologram finally made its debut. And if the reaction from the coin-op industry is any indication, it too is on its way to becoming a mega hit. It too may end up in the Smithsonian next to its predecessor Dragon's Lair. Sega Corporation placed an order worth $18 million retail before the game was even finished.
Oh, well, that's the Rick Dryer story. I guess I'll take us through another run here. Uh-oh. Whoa, folks. If you want to call these guys and get yourself a replica, here's some phone numbers. Dop.com. I don't know what the hell that is.
Hologram, the time travel fantasy where you journey through the centuries on a perilous quest to rescue the beautiful princess and save the universe from the wrath of an evil Time Lord. Step through the portals of the ages to the dawn of time, braving the primeval forces that shape the world, to wondrous futures, fighting deadly enemies, armed with astounding marvels of science, to an age of magic, where you will challenge mighty wizards and face mysterious spells. These challenges and more await you should you dare to enter the world of Hologram.
Nice
quiet
clip,
around
Campbell.
here, huh? It's mighty quiet around here. Too quiet.
Oh, hi there, man. Hey, now. Had to do it. Hey! What the? Hey, no, hey, back. Whoa, what? Get out my tide! I've seen weapons like that. Hey, a little closer.
What they needed to do with these games was like make them a little bit easier. I mean, not in the they don't need to make the game easier. They just need to make a guy have a little more health. Cause fuck, dude, I remember coming through here and pumping hundreds of dollars with the quarters in and not getting anywhere. It was just too hard, too unforgiving. Steve Dyer, you're a fucking psychopath. Nice, jump the robot. Uh-oh. Backing up. Hey, what's this?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's why these games died, because they're so fucking hard. Like, the concept was cool as shit. They just had to work on making it a little easier. Oh, shit.
What the?
That dude's got hit with the rainbow beam.
The knowledge of 1,000 centuries is mine. I know what you would seek.
Talking brain.
Well, you're gonna have to do better than that, amigo.
You are wiser than you appear. Be on your way.
Oh, shit. Oh yeah, absolutely. He shoots the fucking pitcher, he shoots the batter.
I hope that moon don't cause no crazies to come out now.
Crazy tries to get him. Fucking Bucks Arcade. Well, I think I'm gonna bring this to an adjourn. But anybody that swung by, I hope this was informative about a game forgotten in time. I remember playing it as a lad and I loved it. Someday I may come across one of these cabinets and then purchase it, and then there it will stay in my basement. But I gotta go to bed. I gotta work tonight. Tonight's my Friday. I may be running the stream tomorrow. The rock stream. I might be doing that. I might not be because the wife's might be sleeping and I want to fucking cut rocks underneath her bedroom in the garage while she's sleeping after a double shift. So if I don't, that's the reason. I don't want to wake my wife. Most of the time she don't even care anyway. So we may be cutting stones again tomorrow. If so, Gimbal will be there, folks. And, this has been another.
Well, now let's see here. Where's that? Huh?
Another stream. Buck Murphy 420's Bucks Arcade. Buck Murphy 420 out, folks. Thanks for swinging by.
Huh? What the?
I'm really fucking chopped out right now.